lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for popping by, nice to see ya. Today we're going to be reacting to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Huh? What?
I don't know how you're meant to say it. Megan Thee Stallion's new video, WAP. Can't tell you what the definition of WAP is. Hey Siri, define WAP.
WAP means Wireless Application Protocol, a set of protocols enabling mobile phones and other radio devices to be connected to the internet.
WAP. Anyway, so according to Siri, that's what WAP means, but we're gonna find out what WAP means in just a sec, so let's carry on. We'll figure it out in a sec. Okay. PA. We've got women in a deep play with squirting breasts. Need I say more? This is a sample song that me and my best friend Steph found one evening while we were either eating pizza or drunk, or eating pizza and drunk. Iconic song. If I can find it, I'll link the sample song below because it is truly something special, and it's also not original to this. It's like, I don't even know when it's from, but it's called There's Some Whores in This House. And it just repeats this little phrase over and over and over again. It's like, it sounds like a rave tune. What does gushy mean? It's very sexual, gestural, and like it's all about the mouth so far. If we're talking about sort of movement direction, because so far not so much dance. It's all this. It's about their like, yeah, it's all about the nails and the tongue so far. So in the background it's like, it's hard, but like a very chill beat, so I'm not so sure like that matches, but like for the dancers it makes sense because they like hype up the surrounding artist, and then the artist doesn't have to do so much. It's like a really common way of making an artist look like they're doing a lot more than they actually are. So Cardi can just sit there and yeah, and the dancers are giving it life, like dripping. Now you've seen that, you'll look and you'll spot it. Park and Barkers all the time. Mariah Carey stands there, dancers give it everything around her, and it's how you make it look more impressive than it is. There's two green dancers just behind Megan, and they know how to use their hair, and they're also very, very clean. So dancers already, you're clean, you're nice, we love to see it. Yay! Heels and feels. So in dance world there's a thing called like heels and feels, and it's just like a name for doing a heels class. This is heels and feels. Heels and feels taken up a notch. This is hot. Yes, hey! Push it. Who's that?
Who's that?
Kylie! Hello, struts. Oh, smize. Oh! Fun fact. When I was training as a dancer, we had whole lessons where, well not whole lessons, but a good portion of lessons that was just about walking. Especially for the girls in heels. Even me as someone that's never worn heels professionally, I do know, as a dancer you want to try and focus more on weight. Tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments below if that is how you're meant to walk in heels. Yeah, I had to study walking as a dancer. Seems silly, but it's one of those things we have to ask to do in character or like in a video all the time, or if you're modelling, models walking, it's a whole thing. A character in a show that has to walk but not look like they're walking like a dancer, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But Kylie's walk, smashed it, mate. Little bit of hip, just the right amount of smize, she's a pro. Okay, Cardi's splits are a bit peculiar. So when you do splits, it's meant to be like, you're literally like opening like that, right? Two straight lines. It is awkward because she's doing it on a chair, but if you look at her back leg, it's like bent and like, both her legs are kind of turned in slightly, whereas you should at least be in parallel or turned out. So Cardi's on a chair impressive, but it's like she's doing that with her legs. Oh well, it's Cardi, she can kind of do whatever she wants. That is yeah. See, that splits. That's how splits looks a bit better. It's clean. Although her hips aren't aligned, it's not really about the hips, it's just about like the line. If you're going to do like a technical split, you want to make sure that your hips are facing directly forwards, or they're square if we're talking technical terminology, and that your legs are like this, rather than having your hips here and there, unless you're doing splits in second, or box splits is another term for them. But what Megan's doing here is a better splits, it's a cleaner splits. It's nicer to look at, it's more technically accurate.
Switch my wig, make him feel like he's cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In the food chain, I'm the one that eats it. If he ain't my eye, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor, I can make you bust the one.
This thing with twerking is not so much about the pelvis movement, it's actually about the booty shake. So you've got to have enough booty to shake. Tick for twerk.
If it don't hang, then it can't bang. You can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. If it helps me, as cool as this when I ride together, I'ma spell my name.
Yes! Okay. Oh, they're in knee pads. The spacing between Cardi and Megan is consistently off. It keeps slightly changing. I don't know if that's a technical thing that happened on set. But the thing I'm definitely noticing is Megan's hips aren't quite going quite the same way as everybody else's, and I'm noticing that more because the spacing is slightly askew. The standard formations we're always used to, that's like off the shoulder, your shoulder is in line with the person in front of you's outwardmost shoulder, or you'd be sharing centre. You'd have the centre point and you'd be just both off it, so that's like sharing centre. When they disappear, the spacing makes sense with all the girls because it's symmetrical, so it's mirrored on both sides, but when they come back it's slightly weird. Cardi's downstage and Megan's upstage, but like she's not quite on centre. I think it would have made more sense to change all the spacing of all the girls and then snap, rather than just leaving the girls where they are and then pulling our stars, so Cardi and Megan, in and out. Just feels a bit weird. There's WAP. Yeah, see there, here we have it. Let's see, the spacing's just weird because Megan's blocked, but if she went any further off it would upset the symmetry more. So really Cardi needs to be further over and then Megan sort of stays where she is. Or Megan should just not been in the shot at all because it is Cardi's verse. No money! She can move. Okay, who's that?
Who's that?
Yes. See, that is how you move your hips, Megan. That's how you roll them. Okay, I don't know who that is. Right. Who are these girls? So we know Normani. We know who that is. Normani Rosalia. Flamenco pop performer. Okay. Mulatto? Winner of the rap game. Sukihana, I think she's a rap hip hop artist. Ruby Rose with an I. Now we know who they are. There's Rosalia. Yes, pop, pop. Hey, that's a twerk, that's a good... Normani wins splits. Normani wins the splits for this video. Normani wins every video she's in. Go on. Okay, that was something. Yeah, no, the dance was nice. I think the dance was very, very clean. My biggest thing was like Megan's timing and her hip rotation was slightly off, and then the spacing was off. But the first dance section, which was the green and purple, was sick. A big, big fan of that, but not so much our watery section. Which reminds me of, if you've ever seen like the Step Up films, there's the final, is it Step Up 2, where it's all in the rain and they do the dance battle in the rain. I know in Step Up 3, they do a dance battle where they're in, it's like a storm drain or something like that. Big, big storm drain, and then one of the pipes breaks and all the water goes everywhere, and it's like, oh, let's incorporate all the water into our dance battle. That's what it reminds me of. Thanks for popping by, you guys. If there's anything you'd like me to react to, please leave it down below in the comments. While you're here, why not press the subscribe button, and just remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.